So I want to tell you about a tipping point that we're experiencing right now, a mobility tipping point. And all tipping points start with a problem. The way we get around right now is broken. 42 hours per year sitting in a car in traffic, $1,400 a year idling in gas, sitting in that traffic for the average American. Throw in the fact that tailpipe emissions are going to become the leading cause of climate change here. We need a different model. And this isn't getting better. It's getting worse. More and more people are moving into cities. We're rapidly urbanizing and have continued to be doing so. And Bill Ford has a famous quote for this where he said, if you think we're going to put a car in every garage in Mumbai, you're crazy. So Oslo's taking action around this. They're actually banning no more cars in their downtown in 2019. They're the first of 12 cities to be implementing these types of changes of full or partial bans of cars in their downtowns. And American companies like Uber and Lyft are taking note. Uber is going to be focusing on bikes over cars, which is, maybe interesting because they're a rideshare company, but they're putting their money where their mouth is. They acquired Jump for $200 million that does bike share and electric bikes. Lyft isn't far behind. They're acquiring Motivate for $250 million that does bike share. And they're all signing partnerships to get involved with the scooters and even into normal transportation. And why is this? I think Uber CEO said it best. It doesn't make sense to drive a 10-ton vehicle through a downtown during rush hour when most trips are under 5 miles in the US. 60% of trips are under 5 miles. They're short. It's better to use another mode of transportation. Pure and simple. So this all sounds great. It sounds like we're heading in the right direction here. But there's a problem. What about all the companies that aren't listed on that board? The companies, we see 20 there, but there are hundreds, thousands of operators, cities, municipalities, corporate campuses, colleges, bike rental shops that offer mobility services, and they're having a hard time keeping up because they don't have an army of developers. There's manufacturers that have been in the space for 30, 40, 50 years that have been building bikes, bike lockers, and they don't have the expertise or desire to build software, but want to be able to continue to serve their customers. And that's when Movatic comes in. We've developed a validated software platform that serves all three groups. Users are easily able to rent and use a bike share bike parking, or other form of mobility on our platform. Operators are able to have the tools necessary to efficiently manage and operate their systems. And we have an integration layer that allows us to work with any type of hardware. We're already working with 12 manufacturers that have 15 different types of hardware solutions on our platform. Getting a little bit more specific, what does this actually look like? So the Movatic app, you can go download it from the store, allows users to find, rent, use bike share bikes, bike parking from any one of our operators across the country. We also support white labeled apps for our operators that are larger and need that brand presence in the App Store. We then have a complete management package from web tools to admin apps that allow for efficient operations of the system, as well as an open API for additional automations to be added. Furthermore, we have, again, that integration layer that really lets us work with any type of hardware, allowing manufacturers to serve operators. So how does this play out? Well, the city of Santiago has a mandate to be within 10 minutes of all of their residents. Building subway lines, as you know, is really expensive, so they wouldn't be able to get there with subway lines alone, even though they are building more. But with bike parking, a user can jump on a bike, ride their own personal bike to the subway spot, lock up, and they're now within 10 minutes. But the issue with bike parking is it can be really messy. Bikes get stolen, bikes get abandoned. If you have keys, you have to distribute the keys to try to manage a bike room or something like that. So instead, the city of Santiago partnered with a company that we're working with, Elu. They manufactured a smart rack. So you can actually use your smartphone in the city of Santiago, unlock the rack, and lock your own personal bike up to it. No personal U-lock or anything like that needed. The part that's incredible for the city is that they no longer have to worry about keys, abandoned bikes. All of that is manageable by our software. This 128 bike pilot was announced to much fanfare this Saturday. We had Secretary of Transportation, Sport. You can look it up on CNN Chile. It's pretty cool. And the reason they're so excited, again, is because it's scalable. They already have plans to scale out to 2,000 racks, and it has the potential to scale up to 10,000 racks, which would have a massive impact on their community and also represents a healthy opportunity for Movatic as well at $400,000 of ARR. So we've had a lot of success bringing this product to the market. In our first year, we did $153,000 in booking. We'll do around $200,000 this year, but none of that matters. What really matters is our unit count, because we make money for every single unit that's on our platform. We've been growing our unit count at a 3x annual rate. And the reason I'd say that the unit count matters even more than from a B2B SaaS model standpoint is that every unit that gets deployed, that's what makes an impact in the communities that we're in. So thank you very much. If you're passionate about this space, I look forward to talking to you afterwards, and thank you so much for your time.